1,025,109.8. That is the number of words in the English language as of January of 2014. I do not know where they got the 0.8 and what makes 0.8 of a word. But to narrow that down to 4 meaningful words that describe me or who I want to be or who I was very difficult, but I managed to do so. And my first word is cognizant. Having knowledge or being aware of. Not just being aware, but fully recognize my surroundings. I'm a very extroverted person. I love to talk all the time, and sometimes that is not necessarily beneficial because I forget to listen. And over Thanksgiving break, I was constantly working on things to get ahead in homework and work on my research showcase project. And I really forgot to actually be cognizant of my family that was around me and really just take some time to be aware of my surroundings and actually listen to the people that are talking to me and not just be so caught up in my busy life. And my second word is balanced, arranged in good proportions. Not only would I love to take a few more yoga classes and be as balanced as this lady, but I want to be more mentally balanced. I've constantly had this really unbalanced life. I am juggling multiple things all the time, and I would also just like to be more mentally balanced and just fully be able to do many things at once, but still be content and happy and not just busy all the time. I would also like to have a balanced sleeping pattern because 3 hours of night I've been told doesn't cut it, but and also I'd like to have a balanced diet because Sour Patch Kids and Gatorade is not a good breakfast, so I've been told. So I feel like just being balanced and having good proportions in my life and not too much of one thing or too little of another. And my third word is relaxed. Free from tension and anxiety. I'm probably the most unrelaxed person in the world. I'm very meticulous, and I like to always have everything set in stone and everything just laid out for me. And during Thanksgiving break, I was getting ahead on homework, like I previously said, getting ready for the research showcase. I'm being so worried if my invitations would get in here on time because I just spent $65 on them. Like, I think that's all something we can relate to. And my grandpa is just like, Allie, chill out. Everything's gonna work out. And I really never thought that my 75-year-old grandpa could really help me with, how progressive school is and how crazy my life is. But him just telling me to just chill out and really focus on what really matters. And he said, if your invitations don't get in on time, they don't get in on time. There's nothing you can do about that. But he also told me to be more prepared and order them earlier. But, this piece of advice is more valuable to me. And my fourth word is devoted. To give or apply one's time, attention, or self entirely to a particular activity. I would like to be more devoted to my relationships, and especially devoted to my relationships with my family. Both of my parents are very busy all the time. My dad lives an hour away, and I feel like I just need to be more devoted to those relationships. I'm very busy, my whole family's very busy, and I think that's something that I need to work on. I feel like I need to be more devoted to relationships with my sister because I'm someone she supposedly looks up to. So I need to really be focused on my relationship with her because she's a growing little girl, even though she's 12. She's a growing person, and I want to set a good example for her and be a good role model for her to grow up in, and actually be devoted to maintaining a relationship with her and actually being a good example, like I stated, and also being devoted to my schoolwork. This year, I felt like I've been juggling so many things between ISM and working and having somewhat of life and actually taking 5 AP classes. So I'd like to be more devoted to the right things. Like I was talking about with being balanced, having good proportions for the right things in my life. Like I said, there are 1,025,109.8 words in the English language. Which 4 will define you in the next few